What's up? Today I'm going to show you guys how to do the OSI color ribbon. While I didn't necessarily pioneer this sort of color gradient thing going on here, I think I made a certain style with it, and I'm going to show you guys how to do the style that I do. And here's a few little examples. And in today's video, we're going to be making a whole new one from scratch. And yeah, it'll be under 10 minutes, so hope y'all enjoy. Let me know. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is make a new canvas. And what's important when you're making your new canvas is remembering that Instagram dimensions are 1080 in width and 1350 in height. So if you want to do 3 photos connecting to each other, you need to make sure your width would be 3240, which is just 1080 times 3. And your height stays at 1350 no matter what, because that's the normal Instagram height. And this is very important because when you cut it, you want everything to line up seamlessly. So yep, that looks right. Yep, so we're just going to hit create. Next is we're going to want to create these slices. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is slice our canvas. So first we're going to go to this little slice tool here on the left. And we're going to go up to this top part, go to fix size. Pick your pixels, so the width, remember, of an Instagram image would be 1080. And then the height is going to be 1350. Alright, we're going to enter there, right? Oh, let's not do that. And then you're just going to slice it and drag it to top left, just like that. Just like that. And then the last one's already done for you automatically. And there we have our 3 slices, just like that. That's going to help also in exporting too, but for now we'll just leave that like it is. Now we're going to grab our images right here. I have my 3 random images. And these are kind of bad examples, but like, it's okay. Now that we have our images, you're just going to lay them out and how they would look best connected to each other. So this is like where it gets kind of creative, right? You can make whatever you want. Like, let's just look at this, for example. I can invert it to make it look kind of crazy. Realistically, these would be the best colors to use. So we're going to throw her in the middle, actually. Throw Mariah on the outside. And we'll have the color going out to each of these people. Alright, so once you have your images, how you want them to be connected, you're going to pick the image that you think the colors are the best in, or whoever you want to take the color ribbon from. And you're going to name them, right? So we'll just name this Donor because we're getting the color from her. And then left person and right person. Okay? And that's just to keep everything organized. You'll see how that comes in handy a little bit later. Okay, so the first step is going to be go to your donor, right? You're going to hit remove background. You duplicate it, and then you can go back to the old one, delete the mask, right? So now that we have this one with that duplicated layer, we're going to go right click, convert to smart object, right? And this is so we can take another mask out of it. We're going to go here, go to single column Marketo, whatever. Right? You usually want to grab some, like whatever the most color is. You can also rotate the person, but it gets a little weird when you do that. So we're just going to go right here. It's just fine, right? Then we're going to take a mask of that. Okay? And then we're going to copy this again. Delete the donor copy, right? We also need, because we need this layer too. And then we're going to bring this one back, right? We're going to select the donor copy. Rename this color ribbon so we can stay organized. Rename this color ribbon. Hide these 2. Grab this. Right click the color ribbon. Convert to smart object. And now that it's converted, we're gonna shift, left click, drag. Okay. Now you have this little color thing that everybody wants. Now from here, you can bring your 2 layers back. Make sure the color ribbon is on top. We're going to now bring the color ribbon under the donor copy, like so, right? And now it's in between the donor copy, like the donor person mask, and the background. Alright, and then from here, we're going to want to go to each of our people on the right and the left. And we're going to want to make a mask of them. And just like get an extra layer so we can separate them from the background. So let's start with the right person. We're gonna remove background. That did not look like it worked. Oh, cause I have, what the heck is going on? All right, let's start from the left person. We're gonna remove background. Right. Now we're gonna hit Command J. And we're gonna delete this back part, the bottom one for the second copy. And you saw how the foot wasn't in. It doesn't really matter because our mask isn't gonna, our color ribbon isn't gonna go over to that part of the mask. Okay, we're gonna hit remove background. Let's just say we want to keep it like this. Okay, we can invert it like this to like make it kind of a converging effect. But we're gonna want to remove background. Yeah, finally, that one worked. Very terribly. This is kind of bad. We might actually have to go and clean this up a little bit. Not too much, but like, yeah, that was kind of bad. Alright. Get your mask how you like it. Alright, we can take some of that out. Doesn't need to be perfect. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Right. And then we're going to copy this. Delete the duplicated layer background thing, whatever that is, right? So now both of these people have like a separated part of them. Just like that. Perfect. From here, we're going to go to this person, right? We're going to grab our color ribbon. We're going to stretch our color ribbon out a little bit more. Doesn't have to be all the way out, but you want it to be a good bit. You'll see why later. And then you're going to want to bring this layer in front of all of the other background layers. But you need all the people to be in front of the ribbon. If that makes sense. So easier way to do this is just bring all the layers without the mask to the bottom. If that makes sense. Like, look at that. Alright, and we're going to bring this one back to the bottom. Perfect. Or not perfect. Now it's perfect. Right, and now it's under just like that. From here, we are going to click this little button right here. I don't really know what it does, but we're going to click it. Then we're going to go up here. Click this little button. Right? And we could do a cool effect like this. Right? This is really the last step. And you can get creative with it after this. Right? You can make these cool little wave effects. However you want to make them. It kind of takes a while to, like, I don't know, quote unquote, find whatever you're trying to do, right? Because, like, look at that. It's cool, and then a little bit, it gets a little difficult. But yeah, from here, you just do whatever you want, however you want to do it. And it's totally up to you. So yeah, I'm going to just probably put a time lapse until I get it to how I want it. And alright, now that we have our ribbon, this isn't the best ribbon I've done, obviously, but just for the purposes of this, right, you'll notice that it's kind of see-through, and you don't really want that. I mean, some people might, right? You guys are probably going to get super creative with this, more than I am, but it's not the purpose, right? If you want to make it, like, solid, all you're going to have to do, there's definitely another way to do this. I don't know how to do it. If you do, let me know in the comments. But you're just going to hit Control J. You're going to spam it until it's dark enough to your liking. Like, this is probably good for me. Right, and then, yeah. That's pretty much it. The last step is exporting. Right, so we have all these. We already sliced it. All you need to do is go to File, Export, Save for Web. Right? And when you're doing Save for Web, you're going to go to keep all of these settings the same. Hit Save. Pick wherever you want it saved to. You guys can see all my files and every single thing I have going on in my life. Right? Save. Yep, and it's saved. Now we're going to open that up. Images, and it'll be just like this. Right? Then it'll be good. Right? Open up your Instagram. Go to Post. Select your 3 photos. Put them in order, unlike I did. 1, 2, 3. Nice and in order. Right. Look at that. Clean effect. So we can find the O stand for I. Alright, look at that. It'll swipe over seamlessly. And then, just in case you guys don't believe me, let's do a little close friends pose to test it. Right? Look at that. Seamless transitions. And yeah, now you guys know